Throughout history, there have been numerous cases of people disappearing without a trace. Some of these disappearances remain a mystery to this day, leaving investigators, families, and the public at large to wonder what happened. These unresolved cases have sparked intense speculation, theories, and debates, with many individuals becoming infamous for vanishing under strange or unexplained circumstances. In this video, we will see 10 missing people mysteries that were never solved, each one offering its own eerie, perplexing narrative. 1. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart. One of the most famous missing person cases in history is that of Amelia Earhart, the pioneering aviator who vanished during an attempt to circumnavigate the globe in 1937. On July 2 of that year, Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, were flying over the Pacific Ocean near Howland Island when they lost radio contact. Despite an extensive search effort, no wreckage or definitive evidence of their plane was ever found, leading to widespread speculation about their fate. Several theories abound. Some suggest that Earhart and Noonan crashed into the ocean after running out of fuel, while others believe they may have landed on an uninhabited island and died there. A popular alternative theory posits that Earhart was captured by the Japanese military, though no evidence to support this claim has ever surfaced. Despite numerous searches over the years, Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains one of the most enduring mysteries in aviation history. 2. The disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa, the infamous labor union leader, disappeared on July 30, 1975, without a trace, and his whereabouts have remained unknown ever since. Hoffa was last seen at the Match's Red Fox restaurant in Michigan, where he was reportedly waiting to meet two mafia figures. After that, he simply vanished. Despite extensive investigations, including those by the FBI, Hoffa's disappearance has never been solved, and no body has been found. Over the years, various theories have been proposed, with one of the most popular suggesting that Hoffa was murdered by members of the mafia, who disposed of his body in a variety of possible locations, including a Michigan landfill, a nearby sports stadium, or even buried beneath a driveway. The mystery of Hoffa's disappearance continues to haunt both law enforcement and the public. 3. The vanishing of the Sodder children. On Christmas Eve of 1945, a tragic fire engulfed the Sodder family home in West Virginia. 5 of the 10 children, ranging in age from 5 to 14, were presumed dead after the fire. However, their bodies were never found in the ruins of the house, which led the surviving members of the family to believe that the children had been kidnapped before the fire started. The Sodder parents, George and Jenny, launched an investigation into the possibility of foul play, which included receiving mysterious phone calls and a letter containing a photograph that some believed showed the children alive. Despite numerous leads and theories about what happened that night, the fate of the Sodder children remains a complete mystery, with many believing they may still be alive somewhere, hidden away by a criminal group or another party. 4. The disappearance of D.B. Cooper. In 1971, a man using the alias D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane flying from Portland, Oregon, to Seattle, Washington. After extorting $200,000 in ransom, he parachuted out of the plane into the wilderness of Washington state, disappearing without a trace. The FBI launched an extensive investigation, but despite the discovery of a few clues, Cooper's true identity and fate remain unknown. Some believe Cooper died in the jump, but no body or conclusive evidence has ever been found. Over the years, numerous suspects have been proposed, but none have been definitively linked to the crime. The mystery of D.B. Cooper has inspired countless theories, documentaries, and books, and the case continues to baffle investigators. It's a rare example of a criminal heist in which the perpetrator seemingly vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and intrigue. 5. The disappearance of Tara Calico. In 1988, Tara Calico, a 19-year-old college student from New Mexico, went out for a routine bicycle ride, but never returned. Her mother reported her missing, and the case gained widespread attention when a disturbing photo of a young woman and a child bound and gagged appeared on a camera found in a parking lot a year later. Some believe the woman in the photo was Tara, though it was never confirmed. Despite extensive searches and numerous theories about what happened to her, Tara Calico's fate remains a mystery. Some suspect she was abducted by a serial killer, while others believe she may have been the victim of a random criminal act. In 2008, authorities declared that the case was still open, but without any new evidence, Tara's disappearance remains unsolved. 6. The disappearance of Ray Gricker. In 2005, Ray Gricker, the district attorney of Centre County, Pennsylvania, disappeared without a trace. Gricker, a well-respected public official, had been investigating several high-profile cases at the time of his disappearance, leading some to speculate that he may have been abducted or met with foul play related to his work. However, no evidence of a crime was found. Gricker's car was discovered abandoned, and his laptop was found near a river, but there was no sign of him. Some believe he may have staged his disappearance to start a new life, but the absence of solid clues and the sheer mystery surrounding the case have kept it in the public eye. The fate of Ray Gricker remains unknown, and his disappearance is one of the more perplexing cold cases in American legal history. 7. The disappearance of the Beaumont children. In 1966, 3 siblings, Jane, Arna, and Grant Beaumont, vanished from a beach in Adelaide, Australia. The children, aged 9, 7, and 4, were last seen playing on the beach, but after a few hours, they vanished without a trace. The only clue to their disappearance was a witness who reported seeing a man talking to the children shortly before they vanished. Despite a large-scale search and numerous theories, including the possibility of abduction and murder, the Beaumont children were never found. The case remains one of the most significant child disappearances in Australian history, and the mystery continues to this day. Over the years, the case has led to public debates about the safety of children and the limitations of law enforcement in preventing such tragedies. 8. The disappearance of Maura Murray. In 2004, Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student, crashed her car on a remote New Hampshire road and disappeared shortly afterward. Her car was found abandoned with the engine still running, and her belongings, including her phone, were left behind. There were no signs of foul play at the scene, but Maura Murray was never seen again. Some theories suggest that Maura might have been a victim of a hit and run, while others believe she staged her own disappearance, possibly in response to emotional turmoil or personal problems. There have been numerous leads, but none have led to concrete answers. Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most puzzling, unsolved cases of the early 21st century. 9. The disappearance of Brian Schaffer. In 2006, Brian Schaffer, a medical student from Ohio, was last seen at a bar with friends in Columbus, Ohio. After the night out, Brian was caught on security cameras at the bar, but he never made it out. Despite being seen on camera entering the building, there is no footage of him leaving, and he has never been heard from again. Theories about what happened to Brian Schaffer include the possibility that he was the victim of foul play, but the lack of evidence and the seemingly normal nature of his behavior before his disappearance make the case perplexing. Despite investigations, including multiple re-examinations of security footage, Brian Schaffer's disappearance remains unsolved. 10. The disappearance of the Flannan Isles lighthouse keepers. In 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers, James Duquette, Thomas Marshall, and William Ross, vanished from the Flannan Isles lighthouse off the coast of Scotland. When a supply ship arrived at the lighthouse and received no response, a search revealed that the keepers' living quarters were in disarray, but there was no sign of the men. Theories about their disappearance include the possibility of an accident, a storm, or even an abduction by foreign forces. Some have suggested more supernatural explanations, including the idea that the keepers were taken by a mysterious sea creature or were victims of an unexplained event. To this day, The Flannan Isles lighthouse disappearances remain one of the most eerie and inexplicable missing person cases in history. The disappearances of these individuals have haunted both investigators and the general public for years. Despite the passage of time, the mystery of their fates continues to puzzle experts and keep their names alive in both media coverage and popular culture. From Amelia Earhart to the Flannan Isles keepers, the unresolved mysteries of missing people raise questions about human nature, the limits of investigative work, and the possibility of forces beyond our understanding. While we may never have all the answers, these cases will undoubtedly continue to intrigue those who seek the truth behind the mystery of the missing.